Most people don't think about their kidneys until something goes wrong. But high creatinine, that's one of the biggest warning signs your kidneys are struggling, and most people have no idea it's happening. What's even scarier is that some nuts sitting in your kitchen right now, nuts you think are good for you, might be adding extra stress to your kidneys every single day. Today, I'll walk you through which ones you need to avoid and which ones can actually help your kidneys recover. Creatine is basically waste from your muscles, and your kidneys are supposed to filter it out. But when they can't keep up, that number rises, and that's when trouble starts. The scary part, elevated creatinine usually doesn't come with obvious symptoms. That's why so many people walk around not knowing their kidneys are already struggling. And certain nuts, yes, the healthy ones, can quietly push those creatinine levels even higher if you're not careful. Number 1. Cashews. Let's start with cashews, because this is the nut that surprises most people. Cashews look harmless, they taste great, they feel creamy, and they're always talked about as a healthy snack. A lot of people eat them thinking they're helping their heart or keeping their blood sugar steady. But if your creatinine levels are higher than they should be, or if your kidneys aren't filtering as well as they used to, cashews can quietly make things worse. Most people have no idea that cashews are loaded with phosphorus. In fact, just 100 grams of cashews, basically a small handful, gives you more than 660 milligrams of phosphorus. That's close to 70% of the limit kidney experts recommend for people with kidney problems. And when your kidneys are struggling, that extra phosphorus doesn't just disappear. It stays in your blood, building up little by little, creating pressure that weakens the kidneys even more. High phosphorus is linked to artery calcification, which basically means your blood vessels start to harden, and that makes your heart and kidneys work even harder. Cashews also add extra protein and potassium, which can be tough for kidneys that are already tired. A lot of people keep eating them every day because they think they're doing something good for their body, not knowing that this healthy snack is forcing their kidneys to fight harder than they should. If your creatinine is high, removing cashews from your routine might sound like a small change, but for your kidneys, it can be a huge relief. This is one of those moments where knowing the truth can actually protect your health in the long run, and that's exactly why this matters so much. Number 2. Almonds. Now, let's talk about almonds, because this is another nut people grab without thinking twice. Almonds are everywhere. Trail mix, cereal, almond milk, energy bars, and they're always advertised as the smart choice for people who care about their health. And yes, almonds are full of vitamin E, healthy fats, and antioxidants. But there's a part most people never hear about. Almonds are very high in potassium, and that becomes a real problem when your kidneys aren't able to filter the way they used to. A small serving, something as simple as a little handful, can contain around 200 milligrams of potassium. For someone with normal kidney function, that might not sound like a big deal. But when your creatinine is high, it usually means your kidneys are slower at removing potassium from your blood. And when potassium builds up, you don't always feel it right away. It can creep up quietly, causing things like constant tiredness, strange tingling in your hands and feet, muscle weakness, and in more serious cases, dangerous heart rhythm problems. The worst part is that people think they're doing something good by switching to almonds instead of chips or candy, not realizing this healthy swap might be pushing their potassium levels into a zone their kidneys simply can't handle. And once potassium climbs too high, you can end up in a situation where every heartbeat feels fragile. This is why being aware of almonds is so important if your creatinine is already above normal. It's not about fear. It's about giving your kidneys a break so they can keep you healthy for years to come. Even small changes like cutting back on almonds or replacing them with safer nuts can take real pressure off your kidneys and help your whole body feel more stable. Number 3. Chestnuts. And now we need to talk about chestnuts,
because this is the nut most people never expect to be a problem. Chestnuts feel harmless. They're soft, warm, gentle on the stomach, and a lot of older adults enjoy them because they seem easier to digest than other nuts. You'll see them roasted during the colder months, and they often feel like a comfort food. But when your creatinine levels are high, chestnuts can create a quiet kind of stress inside your body that you may not notice until it's too late. Chestnuts are packed with starch and natural sugars,
Much more than most people realize. That means your blood sugar can climb fast after eating them. And every time your blood sugar spikes, your kidneys have to work harder to keep everything balanced. For aging kidneys or kidneys already under strain, that extra work adds up. On top of that, chestnuts are high in oxalates, and oxalates are a big deal for anyone worried about kidney stones. These tiny compounds combine with calcium and form crystals, and once they start forming, your kidneys have a much harder time doing their job. What many people don't know is that even a small serving of chestnuts can push you close to the daily oxalate limit, especially if you're already eating foods like spinach, beets, or chocolate during the same day. It might feel like chestnuts are a gentle, safe snack, but inside your kidneys, they might be creating the exact kind of pressure you're trying to avoid. This is why paying attention to chestnuts matters so much. It's not about giving up every food you love. It's about understanding the hidden stress these foods can place on your kidneys, especially when your creatinine levels are already higher than they should be. Even being aware of this one nut can help you make choices that protect your kidneys and keep you healthier in the long run. So, now that we've covered the nuts you should be careful with, let's talk about the ones that can actually help your kidneys and support healthy creatinine levels. Number 1. Flax seeds. Let's start with flax seeds, because this tiny seed does something truly special for your kidneys, and most people have no idea how powerful it actually is. You may have heard of flax seeds as a superfood for your skin, your heart, or even your digestion, but their real strength shows up when your kidneys are under stress. Flax seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, and these healthy fats help calm down inflammation inside the kidney tissue. When your creatinine levels are high, it often means your kidneys are irritated or overworked. So, anything that reduces inflammation gives them room to breathe and recover. But the real magic happens with the soluble fiber in flax seeds. This type of fiber binds to waste products like creatinine and urea in the digestive system, helping your body remove them before they even reach the kidneys. That means less pressure, less filtering work, and more protection for a system that desperately needs a break. What surprises a lot of people is how effective flax seeds can be in such small amounts. Research shows that taking around 30 grams a day, about 2 tablespoons, can lower creatinine levels by nearly 18%. That's a huge change for something so simple and affordable. The key, though, is to use ground flax seeds, because whole seeds often pass right through the body without being absorbed. You can sprinkle the ground seeds on oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or blend them into a smoothie. It's one of the easiest habits to add to your daily routine, and it helps your kidneys from the inside out. When your creatinine is high, it's easy to feel worried or unsure about what foods are safe. Flax seeds give you a small, gentle, reliable tool to support your kidneys every single day. And sometimes, that tiny step can create real hope for better numbers and better health. Number 2. Macadamia. Nutsy. Macadamia nuts are one of those foods people rarely think about, but they deserve a lot more attention when it comes to kidney health. Most of us look at macadamia as a fancy snack or something you only see in cookies, but the truth is that these nuts can be a quiet lifesaver for people with high creatinine. Macadamia nuts are packed with monounsaturated fats, the same type of healthy fats that support your heart and reduce inflammation throughout the body, including inside your kidneys. When your kidneys are struggling, inflammation is often one of the main reasons they can't filter properly. So,
Giving your body a source of anti-inflammatory fats helps ease that pressure in a very real way. What makes macadamia even better is that they're naturally low in potassium and phosphorus, two minerals that can overload weak kidneys when they're too high in your diet. A lot of nuts are off limits for people with kidney issues because they're rich in these minerals. But macadamias are different. They offer steady, clean energy without forcing the kidneys to work harder. And unlike heavy snacks that leave you feeling bloated or uncomfortable, macadamia are gentle on the stomach and provide a slow, satisfying kind of fullness. Research suggests that the healthy fats in macadamias can improve kidney filtration and help calm inflammation in kidney tissue, which may help slow down the rise of creatinine levels over time. Even just 5 to 7 nuts a day can make a difference, giving you a small but powerful dose of nourishment. Choosing raw or unsalted macadamia is best because extra salt can raise blood pressure and add even more stress to the kidneys. When you look at everything macadamia offer, low minerals, healthy fats, great energy, it becomes clear why they're one of the safest and most supportive nuts you can choose when you're trying to protect your kidneys and take control of your health. Number 3. Walnuts. Now, let's talk about walnuts, because even though people usually call them brain food, they're actually one of the most supportive nuts you can eat when your kidneys are struggling. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, a plant-based type of omega-3 that helps calm down chronic inflammation. And when your creatinine levels are high, inflammation is often one of the biggest things holding your kidneys back from working the way they should. These healthy fats act almost like a shield, helping protect kidney cells from oxidative damage, the same kind of stress that slowly weakens filtration over time. What's even more encouraging is that studies have found people who eat walnuts regularly tend to have better kidney function and noticeably lower inflammation markers, which is a sign that their bodies are handling waste and toxins more smoothly. Another thing that makes walnuts stand out is how kidney-friendly they are compared to other nuts. Many nuts are packed with potassium and phosphorus, and those minerals can build up fast when your kidneys aren't filtering well. But walnuts have much lower amounts, making them a safer choice if you're watching your numbers or trying to bring your creatinine down. They're also versatile. You can snack on a few walnut halves, add them to oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or even soak them overnight to make them easier to digest. And the best part is that you don't need a lot to get the benefits. Even 4 or 5 walnut halves a day can give your kidneys a small push in the right direction. When your health feels uncertain, it's comforting to know there are simple foods like this that can quietly support you day after day. Walnuts aren't just a healthy snack. They're a steady, gentle tool you can use to help your kidneys heal and stay strong. When you look at everything we've talked about today, it really shows how much the food we choose can either help or hurt our kidneys. Cashews, almonds, and chestnuts might seem harmless because they're everywhere and people call them healthy. But if your creatinine levels are already high, these nuts can quietly add more stress to your kidneys than you realize. The good news, the part that should give you real hope, is that you don't have to give up snacking or feel scared every time you eat something. You just need the right foods. Simple choices like flax seeds, macadamia nuts, and walnuts can actually work with your body instead of against it. They help lower inflammation. They're easier on your kidneys, and they give your body the kind of support it needs when you're trying to keep your creatinine in a safer range. Every small change matters. Even switching one snack a day can make a long-term difference in how strong and healthy your kidneys stay. And if you've been feeling unsure or overwhelmed about what you should or shouldn't eat, I hope this video made things a little clearer and gave you the confidence to take that next step toward better health. Your kidneys work quietly for you every single day. Now it's your turn to give them the care they deserve. If this helped you, subscribe.